Hi, friends. Thank you so much for being here. I got a mic. I'm testing it out. It's best if I hold it like really up close to my face. So I'm sorry if this is annoying, but I think it would be even more annoying if I put the mic down and the sound quality wasn't as good. Let me know in the comments down below. Is this better? Is this worse? Would love to know. Today, long form, y'all know I love a long form video. I'm coming back to you speed reviewing 29 makeup products. Some of them are new releases that you've probably seen circulating across social media. I got some new K beauty and some other things that aren't so new. So 29, we got to get started. Starting off with a primer, the NYX Face Glue. This is my favorite sticky, grippy kind of primer that I've ever tried. I definitely like this better than any of the e.l.f. Power Grips, the Milk Power Grip, anything like that. I applied it just on this side of my face, so hopefully you could see a difference. I feel like not only does this obviously prolong the wear of my makeup, but it smooths like this problem area for me, the smile lines. I find it best to apply your foundation or base product 30 seconds to a minute after applying this. Otherwise, it just kind of acts as like an oil control primer and it's not really doing the gripping effect if you wait too long. Next, I have a mini size of the Anastasia Brow Freeze in the tube. Now, this mini size is more affordable price per fluid ounce than the Rare Beauty. So the Rare Beauty full size is the same size as this mini size. However, this one is a couple bucks less, and honestly, it does the exact same thing. I find that you really need to brush the excess product away with this product, or just do your brows first, because otherwise this will catch onto like foundation or any product around your eyebrows and make it look crusty and dandruffy, but the hold and the wear time just as good as Rare Beauty. Next, I'm going to go over the Rem Beauty Fembot capsule collection as a whole. So I'm not going to swatch anything. I didn't do any B-roll for this because I do have 2 shorts on YouTube and also on my Instagram swatching these. So first, let's start off with the glow stick. This is a really cool, pretty duochrome shift. It does feel a little bit more slippy than the blush sticks in this exact same component. I would say to not directly swipe this onto the face. I do find that this is a little bit more slippy again, so it will pick up foundation or anything that you already have on your face if you go directly from the stick. I like to apply this best with my fingers, but it's really beautiful. It's not really that glittery. It just gives a nice little catch of the light when you turn your head. Next, I have the Rem Beauty Fembot Singlet eyeshadow. So this is a new SKU for them. They've never done single eyeshadows like this. This component is pretty nice, you guys. It comes with a little mirror, very small. And this is so beautiful and metallic and sparkly and almost foiled, but without fallout. I really do appreciate that from a single eyeshadow. And I don't find that it has fallout or flaking throughout the day. As soon as I apply this, like, I don't have to worry about it. It feels very smooth and soft to the touch, but it's not gritty or flaky. Next, we got the 2 lip products in this collection, starting off with the Fembot Glossy Balm. It is the same Glossy Balm formula that I love, that you guys know that I love. That's why I have 7 or 8 of them at this point. I will say I'm a little disappointed in like the Fembot duochrominess of this Glossy Balm, which is basically nothing. This is not as sparkly and shifty and duochromy and just glorious as the plumping gloss. So they did reformulate these and also repackage them. Thank God, Rem Beauty, thank you, because the packaging for the old plumping glosses, it was like I was doing arm workouts just to get the product out. So out of the 2, which one would I say to go for? Definitely the plumping gloss. Now, in comparison to the old formula, if you did try the old formula, this is, as they marketed, 3 times the plump, and I believe it. Like, I feel it. It is more tingly than the Lawless, but it's not as painful as the Too Faced lip injections. They're very neutral on the lips. I wouldn't say that these are hydrating or drying, and when you take them off, you will have a bunch of little glitters left on your lips. That's kind of hard to take off. So if that is something that's going to bother you, I definitely wouldn't go for a sparkly gloss like this, but it is very plumpy and tingly in a cooling way. It honestly feels pretty good to me, and this looks so amazing in low light settings. Again, check out the swatch because this is just so magical and metallic and like people will definitely notice it on your lips. Let's talk about some recent purchases I made from Half Magic. This is a brand that really intrigues me, and I'm wearing one of their single eyeshadows, the eyeshadow in Swamp Goddess, today in the center of my lid. They do have fallout, I will say, so definitely recommend doing your eyes first. I always do my eyes first when I wear these, but they don't fade or flake throughout the day. But they do have fallout, but they're more like a topper. They don't have a lot of base to them. But if you're someone that likes like that space cowboy kind of essence, you would really like these. Next, I have their Beam Trap in Light Beam / Deep Beam. I believe this is the only colorway that they have right now. This would be fantastic for oily skin. I am wearing it, of course, on my dry, acne-prone, textured skin, but this is great for oily skin because it is not oily, it is not slippy. It's like a putty consistency. If you're familiar with like the luminous putty blushes, it's that kind of consistency. Almost creates peaks, but doesn't when you're touching the product in the pan. It's very high impact for a very small amount. So again, you don't have to use a lot of this to get a beam. I don't really use the dark beam side because it's a little bit strange as like a bronzer for me, but I do love the options in mixing the colors, or for those of you with deeper skin tones, there is an option for you in here. Y'all, I hate this next product. I am so sorry. I don't hate this brand, but Iconic London Glaze Crayon. You guys, this is on sale at Sephora right now. For a reason. I'm assuming this is just old product. Take what I'm going to say about how much I dislike this with a grain of salt. I do believe that this is probably just like bad, and that's why the consistency is also pretty bad. So this is a dual-ended eyeshadow kind of situation where you have a liquid eyeshadow on this side and a crayon eyeshadow on this side. So I've swatched both sides for you. Now the crayon side just swatches chunky. It's very dry. And then the liquid side reminds me of like the Rem Beauty single eyeshadows, the liquid ones that y'all know that I despise because it's almost like they're so oily and the actual pigment or sparkle is separated from the base. So it just never applies evenly. Also, is it just me, or these two colors like are just different enough where they look odd paired together and they don't layer on top of each other well? I just chalk it up to hopefully that this is just a old batch, and that's why they're on sale for like $15 at Sephora. But regardless of it being $15, it is so dry and patchy and just not worth the money. I have two mascaras to talk about, both from Essence, starting off with their Lash Without Limits in the brown shade. In the brown shade, if you are like a brown mascara connoisseur, if you've been looking for an actual true brown, or if you're someone with like a lighter skin tone, lighter hair, and black is too stark for you, you would love this. It does say that it's extreme lengthening. I agree. Very lengthening and separating. It looks really good, and this holds a curl definitely better than the next mascara I'm about to mention. But as terms of volume, like not really. This is a very natural, girly kind of vibe. But if you're okay with that, and you want a good actual brown mascara that's not gray, that's not dark brown, borderline black, this one's really good. Now, in comparison to the Lash Without Limits, we have the Call Me Queen. This is the Dramatic False Lash Effect Mascara. This one is the one that I'm wearing on my other eye. I did do a little side-by-side if you're curious. This is a wetter kind of mascara, so I definitely will prefer it like as time goes on. This is super dramatic and voluminous, but I will say it does not hold a curl, and it tends to weigh down my lashes. I don't mind that just because this one has the same wand as the L'Oreal Butterfly Effect Mascara. That was my favorite. All of the versions of the Butterfly like Lash Effect Mascara, they were all my favorite growing up. And so this does give that like fluttery, like longer at the edges kind of effect. This will smudge on the lower lash if you have moist eyes like me, or if you're just prone to crying. I purchased a bunch of products from this brand called Nicka K New York. Shout out to Virgo Tatis on Instagram. She put me onto this brand because she was showing a lip combo with a lip liner I'll show in a little bit, but this will help us bridge into the thousands of lip products that I gotta share with you guys. So this blush duo from Nicka K New York, I did order this online. They do have their products in beauty supply stores, not Sally's Beauty, but more like local, independently owned beauty supply stores. So if you want like obviously the whole selection of products to choose from, just order online. Like the shipping's only like $5 and it came to me within a week. I really like this blush duo. This is in the shade NDO02. It's basically two pinky blushes, both like rosy. One's a bit more like muted rose, one's more like of a true bright colored rose. I love both of these colors and I'm wearing one on each side. And maybe from this view, it looks like I'm saying wearing the same blush, but they actually look like different colors once applied. I really do appreciate that. And they maintain their pigment throughout the day. These are not the kind that are just going to fade. So I think these are really good, affordable options specifically for dark skin. I will say it's not the smoothest application. As you can see in the B-roll footage, I did have to do a little bit more effort to like make it into a smoother application. But honestly, for the price, for the pigmentation, and also for the shade ranges that they have, specifically catering to darker skin tones, like I really don't have like any complaints about this. Okay, y'all, I have 4 of Nicka K New York's lip liners. So I'm gonna go in order of like my least favorite to my favorite, starting off with just their regular lip pencil. This is just called their lip pencil. I got mine in the shade Wild Cherry. This is very similar to like the NYX Suede Matte lip liners, but even more stiff. This is pretty long wearing, but I do find that after a couple of hours, the color like migrates into the center of my lip and it makes my lips look really dry, but mostly it's the application that is, I don't care how cheap this is because it is like quite literally dirt cheap. The application, not worth it. My second to least favorite is going to be their Auto Lip Liner. I have mine in the shade Choco. I will say this brand has a great shade range specifically for browns and like neutral browns, different undertones of browns and like dark cherries. If you love that, definitely look into their colors. But this feels a little bit waxy and not in like a good way like the Rare Beauty lip liners feel, because this doesn't stay well. It's similar vibes that I get from like the Rhode lip contours. Now I haven't tried the lip contours, but I've watched many a review and application, and that's what this is giving. It's like it's going to contour, but it's not going to last. Next would be their Bold Lip Liner SKU. So this one, it is like a thicker component, like a chubbier lip pencil and component in general compared to the last two that we just talked about. This one does have better longevity for sure. When I do the setting powder trick, this wears pretty freaking well. And especially if you like to like feather in your lip color like more into the center of your lip to really like contour your lips, this is pretty good. But my absolute favorite lip liner that they have is their Stay Ever Gel Lip Liner. It's the one in the pink packaging. Highly recommend, if you see this at a beauty supply store, grab it. Grab it. There's so many colors of this, and this reminds me of a more affordable, not as good of a formula, but very comparable to the Fenty Beauty Traced Out Lip Pencils, but these are way easier to apply. Also kind of giving me like NYX Line Loud lip pencil, but even cheaper with just as many colors as the NYX one. So this applies so well, like the Fenty Beauty ones, but definitely more user-friendly because it's not as like slippy and like glidey as the Fenty Beauty ones, but it wears pretty much the same. The last product that I have from Nicka K New York is their lip gel. You guys, this is what I'm wearing on my lips right now. The first ingredient is polybutane, which is like that super glossy, thick ingredient that the thick classic, I'm talking about like classic glosses from like Victoria's Secret, Bath and Body Works. So this is super shiny, but it's not gummy and it doesn't like collect in the center of your lips, but you don't need a lot of this. I will say it's very easy to over apply this, and genuinely after I take this off at the end of the day, my lips actually feel smooth and soft, which I just really can't say that for like most lip products, that they actually feel like they condition my lips. So this also smells amazing. It smells like whatever like scent that you get. So highly recommend this lip gel from, again, NK Makeup. We still have a million lip products to go. So let's go ahead and talk about another lip liner. But this is a lip liner duo. So this is from the brand Absolute New York. This is their Perfect Pair Duo. Now I'm not going to swatch or anything because again, I have a short on this channel and also on my Instagram swatching this for you on my lips and also on my hand. I love this in the shade Malted Chai. Now, this is also from the beauty supply store. It's also dirt cheap. So no, you're not getting like the best formula and the best longevity, but I love this shade. This is the perfect pinky contoured kind of lip, especially for my skin tone. Both sides do give a satin finish. It's definitely not matte. And when you rub your lips together, I like that these don't just like turn into a different color and like don't hold their own, if that makes sense. Like they don't just blend into each other and they don't bleed outside of the lips. So for what, $7 or $8, I think this is a really, really good steal. So Sephora came out with a new Sephora Favorites set, I believe last month in July. It's called the It's Giving Nude Lip Makeup Value Set. It's $45. You get 3 full-size products and then 4 like mini/deluxe sample products. It's a really good deal. I did already do like a swatch of everything in the kit, but I want to give like an actual final review of all the products inside the kit. Starting off with the Merit Sheer Lip Liner. You guys, I am using this way more than I thought I would. Sorry, I'm just adjusting my notes. I never thought that I would ever like go for a sheer lip liner, but the more and more I use this, the more I understand. I get it. If you feel like lip liners just give a too obvious line of demarcation and like a difference in texture where you don't even like want to wear a lip liner, but you still want like the contoury effect or like the shape and structure that lip liner gives you, you would love this. This is in the shade Capricorn. This is a shade that would work on almost anyone, I feel. And if you do the loose setting powder trick, that's what I always do every single time I wear this because otherwise like it has no longevity. This lasts surprisingly well. However, I will say if you're not doing any kind of like lip primer or like the setting powder trick, this has no longevity and it will migrate to like anywhere on your lip. But this definitely has like a place in the beauty market, surprisingly, and definitely like appealing to like a certain person. So surprisingly, I actually like this. Would I like repurchase like this full price, like not in a set? No, it's ridiculous how expensive this is. This is the House Labs PhD Hybrid Lip Glaze. They claim that this literally does everything. Probably could like mow your lawn and pay your mortgage as well. It's like a balm and a plumper and a gloss and an oil. This is just a gloss to me. This is just a gloss to me. I'm honestly a little bit underwhelmed because this is really expensive. Not to say that it's bad. It's just thin. They say that it's plumping, but it's not like plumping as in like a tingly way. It just fills in the lines of your lips. So that aspect of it is quite nice. If you want something that's kind of hydrating, but I still think that you would need like a lip treatment or something paired with this to get like a decent level of hydration. This is not going to do it all. It has a very even pigment, even for like a darker shade. This is in the shade Cocoa, but it's just okay. This I like much better. The Laneige Glaze Craze Tinted Lip Serum. And it comes in the shade Sugar Glaze. You guys, this is like one of the best. It smells like pancake syrup, maple, like brown sugar. Brown sugar. That's a good one. Oh, it's so good. And the little like squishy applicator, it's fun. But you know what I will say is although the shine is beautiful, very shiny, and the application experience of this is lovely. I love applying this. It doesn't ever feel like it truly sinks into the lips. They say that it's a lip serum, so that will message to the consumer, at least to me, that this is like a lip treatment, that it's actually going to hydrate and like deeply condition, which it doesn't. Not that it like just sits on the lips, but I feel like it's not hydrating enough where I really feel it like actually making my lips softer because of this, like softer than they were before I applied this. This is a brand that y'all know I despise and I just really hate. They're number one on my shit list. It's Tarte. So like, I just want you to know that this is coming with an explicit bias that no, I don't want you to like go out and purchase the full size of this, and no, I don't support this brand. But for the sake of reviewing, if you're curious, just to be fair. This is the Tarte Maracuja Juicy Plumping Lip Oil. It comes in the shade Cinnamon. The applicator, both in this little mini size and in the actual full size, horrendous. This mini size, it's like a brush applicator, which is quite horrible. It's just like you get no accuracy. It just goes everywhere. I've gone in store and I've like seen it. It's like one of those like squishy applicator, which that's like the most horrible component to put a lip product in. I don't know why. I think it was just marketing. The plumping in this is very, very subtle. This honestly feels really good on the lips. I'll give them that. It feels very cooling. It has an even pigment, and you can sheer this out really easily. Like you can really layer this up and like wear it like to look like this, but it sheers out very easily. All that being said, this is the most forgettable lip oil. They do include a mini size of the Forget the Filler Lip Plumping Line Smoothing Gloss. I love this formula. I don't like this shade. I've gotten Nude. That's the shade that they offer. I've gotten Nude in like several Sephora favorite sets. They just keep putting like this shade. My problem with this lip gloss is nothing to do with the formula. The formula is so shiny, lacquered like glass. It's not hurtful at all. It just feels very refreshing and like literally makes your lips look bigger because they smooth them like a baby's butt. Most of the shades look the freaking same, and they're all like just so milky and light and pink and nude. I really want them to put more pigmentation or just come out with deeper, richer colors, please. Now, these next two in this set, both mini sizes, they are from brands that are not cruelty free. So automatically, I'm not condoning like any purchase of these because I'm not going to tell you to like purchase something from a non cruelty free brand for the sake of this review. They include a mini of the YSL Love Shine Lip Oil Stick. This is such a cute color. It's in the shade 44. It's a beautiful pinky nude. It's gorgeous. I'm gonna give them that. It's a beautiful satin finish. It's not like super glossy or shiny. It just looks like very like natural on the lips. And it truly is like a lip oil stick. Like the more you rub this on your lips and it starts to melt, it does have that very thin lip oil, like as if you applied with a doe foot, like a very thin lip oil. And I like that in a stick form like this, it doesn't crumble or bunch up on itself the way that a lot of lipsticks or stick lip products can do. And last product in this set, I actually quite enjoy. It's unfortunate that I rather enjoy this product because I just won't be like repurchasing or like purchasing anything from Makeup Forever because, again, not cruelty free. But their Super Boost glosses, or this one specifically, in the shade Wherever Walnut, the very viral shade. This is beautiful. It's so shiny. It's pretty neutral on the lips. It's not hydrating. It's not drying. It is a thicker kind of texture, meaning it's not running. It's not like a lip jelly, and it's not lip oil for sure. Like, it has a viscosity to it where when you put it on your hand, it's not going to run down. That's all I really have to say. I definitely like this formula and like the effect of it better than House Labs. Okay, hang in there, buddy. We're at the home stretch, okay? We only have 5 more products to talk about. These Too Faced Pillow Balms. I recently repurchased these because I used to have this banana shade like in high school, like 10 years ago. So they were on sale for National Lipstick Day. I got 2 of them. I got the watermelon and the banana. Out of the 2, watermelon eats, bitch. The banana is delicious, but I find myself getting more sick of like smelling the banana scent more than the watermelon. These are the second most hydrating lip product that I have as like a color cosmetic. First, it's like the Nicka K lip gel that I just mentioned. These are more hydrating and conditioning than my beloved Glossy Bombs. I will admit that. And those are pretty freaking hydrating. I would put those underneath these. But I say that these are more conditioning because the Glossy Bombs, when you have like peeling and like actual skin that's just like flailing in the air on your lips, Glossy Bombs don't really do much to help that. These actually like soften those spots. It's incredible. They're very thin and they feel cooling, but it's not plumpy and it's not tingling. It just feels so refreshing. They smell incredibly good. and they're just actually conditioning, like, and it's superb formula. I can't say enough good things. Another product that's marketed as a balm, but I wouldn't quite consider this like an actual true balm. It's the Half Magic Crystal Butter Balm. I have the shade Celebrity. I do have a swatching reel short on here in my Instagram if you want to see the color and everything like that, both on a lip combo and by itself. This is amazing if you love the sparkly metallic, like 90s kind of vibe, but you don't want like the grittiness, you don't want the dryness. You genuinely do not feel any of the glitters or texture in here. It's quite impressive. I will say when you layer this on top of a lip product like a lip liner, it's not going to be as impactful as if you're just wearing it without any like base color. If you made it to the end, you definitely deserve a cookie. We're ending off with 3 K beauty products that I just love. Now, I do want to specify that the cruelty-free status of these brands is unclear. They might say on their website or on their retailer's website that they are cruelty-free. But according to like Cruelty Free Kitty or Ethical Elephant, those are 2 websites that I trust when it comes to cruelty-free status. These are unclear. These 3 different brands are unclear. So I recommend these products, but in terms of cruelty-free, they're a little sketchy. I'm going to just admit that right here. First, we got the Roman Juicy Lasting Tint. I already have one of these in Peeling Engdu. It's like a fruit, I think. I got this other color in number 28, Bare Fig. I did get this off of shop Miss A. They are based in Texas, but they are now selling K beauty products. Honestly, the only con to this product is nothing to do with the color or the formula. It's about how they market this and the shade range. The shade range is super confusing because within this Juicy Lasting Tint, they have made like different series, I think they're calling it, basically like different collections of colors. And they have several shade names that are similar. This is my favorite lip tint lip stain ever. This is so good, you guys. It's super staining, super pigmented, but doesn't settle in the lines of your lips. If you have dry lips, this is not going to F you. It starts off as a lacquer, very shiny, that's how I like to wear it, is like full on pigment, very lacquered. Then as the day goes on, or if I feel like blotting, it reveals an even, long-wearing pigmented stain. Also from Shop Miss A, they are selling a certain selection of shades of the Peri Para Ink Velvets. I don't believe this brand is cruelty-free. I don't even think they're claiming to be cruelty-free, so just keep that in mind. But this is so blurring. If you love a matte, like whipped texture, that's not, again, not going to emphasize dryness, not going to like settle into the lines and make your lips look even more dry. This is incredible. It's like a balmy coat. Like it kind of feels like silicone-y on the lips, but it's not thick. They're super pigmented. They have great longevity. And I find that these are a little bit staining. When you like try to completely wipe these off, they do leave a light stain. Like nothing compared to Romand or like the NYX like their like lip stains, nothing in comparison, but they do stain a little bit. And the very last product, which is one of my favorite products out of this whole video, is the Fui Blurring Pudding Pot. I'm sure you guys have seen these all over TikTok, all over the internet. I don't have like the cool little silicone applicator, but they're so squishy. I love this color specifically in Film, also known as RS05 Film. I love that they put the expiration date on this. Like I don't have to do any guesswork of like, when did I open the container? And look, they just make it so easy. It's super long lasting as a blush too. Like this actually works as a blush. I love to dab this in the center like I did today for this lip combo. I dabbed it over that Nicka K lip liner. And this does act like a stain. Like this has incredible long lasting power. It's a smoothing kind of matte, again, kind of similar to the Peri Para, but like way, way thinner, not like silicone-y blurring kind of texture. This is incredible. There's so many colors, and they even have like a glossy version of this. So these are worth the hype. That was a mouthful. Thank you so much if you made it to the end of all 29 of these products. Like this video, share this video, and comment if you want me to keep doing the long form. I love the long form. But I hope this was helpful. And if you want more Get Ready With Me's reviews, tutorials, and other makeup things, then like, comment, subscribe. I'm sending you guys so much love and light. And I will see you in the next next one.